What's up guys, back in another Konosuba video. In today's video we're going to talk about the weapon selection tickets. So I wanted to record this a bit earlier, but it's been busy for me today, and it's one of those days where you just take a nap, bro. You're just tired. So now I'm awake, I'm record this. Sorry for it being late, but the weapon selection ticket is actually a little bit harder to pick than the jewelry, because with the jewelry it's kind of just like, if you're a new player, just having it in general is good. There's so many different elements, you can't just like pick one and be like good to go, but for general use, just having the stats from it is nice. The weapon, since you can't equip to every character, is more on a your account basis type of thing. Let me go ahead and go to the exchange shop so I can show you what weapons you can get. I'm assuming they're maxed. I haven't really looked into anything crazy, but you get the Hydro Sword, Gaia Sword, Chaos Sword, Hydro Spear, Lightning Spear, Gaia Spear, Tornado Spear, Blaze Dagger, Hydro Dagger, Lightning Dagger, Blaze Staff, Gaia Staff, Shining Staff, Chaos Staff, Lightning Staff, Blaze Scepter, Hydro Scepter, Lightning Scepter, Tornado Scepter, and the Chaos Scepter. So you have to keep in mind that the arena weapons, the Axis Aris metal weapons, and then their unique weapons are also a thing. New players, it's kind of like, this is kind of a hard video to make, just because if you're a newer player, it really depends on who your best DPS is or weapon you need, because let's say you're building Cosma and you have the Ball Cosma, who is an Earth character, you'd probably pick up the Gaia Sword, but you could be working on his weapon, so you'll be replacing the sword after you get his weapon, kind of thing. So it's really like, it depends on who you have. What I would recommend for newer players is give this weapon to someone you aren't going to immediately work on, because I know it's going to be really strong, right? So let's say you use Kazuma and you don't plan on getting him up, you plan on getting, let's say, like Wiz up so you can use her with her weapon, or you have like Celio and you want to get her up. I would probably pick a sword then, but let's say you have let's say Union, Wiz, and Rin. Let's say you plan to get Rin up last, maybe get the weapon for Rin so she has a good weapon while you get everyone else up. It really just depends on who you use and who you plan on getting up. So there's that. Feel free to comment down below what your characters are or whatnot. I'll try to help. It's pretty difficult, unfortunately. For those of you who have some account built up or you have some of these weapons, it is a bit easier. So I'm going to take into account personal weapons and whatnot. So swords, unfortunately, you have Chinchinmaru. I don't see why you would use these over Chinchinmaru, or unique weapons like Darkness. Unique weapon you want to tank, so obviously our weapon is good for that. Mitsurugi's sword is pretty solid. I just probably use Enigma sword over these ones. Kazuma's sword is actually really good, so I'd rather just use that for the extra gauge charge so I can ult with them more. I'm sure Iris could have some use out of this, but the Earth Iris, there's no light sword, unfortunately. There's only 3 swords, which kind of limits that. So I personally wouldn't go too crazy over getting a sword. Spears are a weird spot. If you have Rem's Morningstar, I've just been spamming that on characters. I know not a lot of people have that. I'm trying to think of the spear users. There's Rem, Leah. Surely there has to be other ones. Am I tripping? Oh, Mia. Are those the only 3? Am I forgetting someone? I guess I'm pretty sure Miru in the future is one. But anyway, spears aren't crazy needed. They have a shorter amount of characters. I'll double check. I feel like I'm forgetting someone. So personally, I don't use the spear characters. It's more up to you if you use the characters a lot, but I feel like you just get Leah's personal weapon, and then Mia can just have one of the other ones. Dagger wise, I personally just use the arena weapon dagger, but I also don't feel a need. That's what sucks, is most of these weapons are kind of like super specific because they're elemental daggers. Not saying they're bad, but since I already have the arena weapons and the Aris Axis, well, not all of them, but a couple of the Aris Axis metal ones and just unique weapons, I don't find myself using these too often. That's why it's kind of a little difficult, since I never, go out of my way. Plus, you can farm a lot of these. Most of these have 3 or 2 stages they drop from. I think a couple have 1. I'll go and check when I'm done going through this, so you guys can see if you want to use that to base off yourself. It's like I said before, it's kind of hard to rank it. You kind of have to base it off yourself. There is one weapon that I'd recommend if you're not too, crazy about needing one, and that, funny enough, is a staff. So staffs are really good. I feel like most people have the staff characters unique weapons such as Rin, Aru, Megumin, Wiz, Union. However, there's one weapon which is the lightning staff that you can't actually get right now. There are no stages you get the lightning staff. I don't remember if it was in an event. I think I have one. I don't really remember off the top of my head where you get it or when it's coming back. So if you just want to be like a completionist, or you just want it for collection, I recommend getting that because you can't currently get it. So you could grind out all the other ones and just not have a lightning staff. I'm sure in the future you probably won't use it unless it's like, those niche uses. But that is something to keep in mind. The lightning staff is currently the only one you can't get. If you don't care about that, I actually recommend the scepters the most, as most characters, at least for me, I don't have a lot of the scepters unique weapons, because there's Amelia, which I have a Hydra scepter for. I have a lightning scepter that's leveled up a little bit. But let's see, there's Celio, Amy, Amelia, Aqua. Aqua could really use a Hydro Scepter. Let me go ahead and pull up. I believe the legendary Aqua uses magic, if I'm not mistaken. And her unique weapon is more of a physical thing. Let me double check. Oh no, she is physical. Never mind, I'm tripping. Ignore me. She is physical. I thought it was magical for a second. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I feel like most of the time, at least in my case, the scepters are probably your best bet. Your unique weapons for them, I feel like aren't as crazy as someone like, let's say, Wiz or Megumin. Union, most players are gonna go after those first, or I know a lot of people went for, like, let's say, like Mitsurugi, or if you like Cosmo, you grab Cosmo's sword. So it's not super common to go after the scepter characters. I gotta pull them up again to be honest with you. Oh, there's Cecily. Hey, okay, so scepters to round out your characters so you have a good scepter. You have Cecily, whose unique weapon is not that great. You have Celio, which hers has like the physical defense stuff, but it's not like crazy. It's okay. Then you have Amy. Amy's is the magic defense healing one. Yeah, you're getting like nothing out of that one. So, like I said before, a little hard to rank it, but the general rundown is: new account, figure out what character you're gonna have in your party that you want a weapon for, that you're not gonna build and get the unique weapon for. Pick that. Other than that, swords, you have Chinchimaro. If you're getting for that, you're fine. Spheres, you have Leah, Mia, Rem. Not a whole lot of options. If you use Leah, just get a unique weapon. If you use Mia, you probably like her enough to get her unique weapon anyway, or just use the arena, or the other one, or just make it on your own. Daggers, arena dagger exists. There's Melissa, Erica, Chris. If you don't have enough arena stuff, understandable. Staffs, lightning staff, you can't get it anymore. Otherwise, most people just use their unique weapons. School Union did just come out, so if you are a new player and you grabbed her, I feel like lightning staff would be really good. Next up is the scepters, which you have Celio, Cecily, Amy, Amelia if you have her, Probably the best sport that I would recommend personally, as none of the unique weapons are top priority, unlike characters like Yun Yun, Megami, Wiz. I know Erica and Chris's are alright. Leah's is pretty good for her, and then you know the swords. The swords are already stacked, so there's that. Other than that, let me go ahead and go to the smithy. The only one that's gonna be hard to get is the lightning staff. Hopefully this helped you guys. It's a little bit difficult. Sorry, I know it's not the most coherent video that I've made or the most easy to understand one. Like I said, I'll help you down below in the comments. Just let me know. I'll try my best to respond. As you can see, you know, 3, 2. This one, yeah, 3. It's 3. Anyway, let me know down below if you need any help with it. Like I said, you really have to just be able to value your account and say, okay, I need this for this character. Also, notice how I have this one. I still need to get it up, but another reason scepters are good is because these two are healing ones. So if you have a character who you want to do more damage, now most of the characters aren't like crazy amounts of damage because they're like healers half the time, or Aqua. And Aqua, you just get a unique weapon, but you know, that's pretty good. And these ones all damage, you know. This one is one of the few that has only one, unfortunately. I'm actually kind of close. I gotta make sure I still keep grinding that. But anyway, back to what I said before. Let me know in the comments. I'll try to help you out. Lightning staff can't be earned. Grab that one if you don't really care or you're already set up on your weapons. And then I just grab stuff you don't need or you probably aren't gonna farm. Oh yeah, here's the problem with spheres that, you know, not a lot of characters use. Actually, can I collect this? Yeah, okay, so it's only these 3, right? If you don't have Rem, it's just these 2. Leah used her personal weapon, it's just Mia, so it's not a crazy need, but they only have the healing stuff, which is the same thing as the scepters, so it's like, you know, kind of weird. You have to grind them yourself, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, 2. This one has 2. Do they all have 2? Oh, this one's in the event right now, so that's good. You'll get the Gaia Sphere, and that's pretty much all of them. So, with that said, thanks for watching the video. Let me know down below what you ended up getting, what you know, what characters you have, and like what you're gonna grab. So, you know, if you use sword characters, like, oh, grab the swords, whatnot. Fortunately, not as useful as the jewelry ticket, in my opinion. But I mean, it's free stuff. I still have to do some thinking about what I want to grab. In the end, I don't think it's going to be crazy necessary. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and grab the lightning staff really quickly and then show that it's maxed or not. I'm pretty sure it's maxed. But other than that, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will catch y'all in the next video. I know I said I was going to make the school banner, like which one you should summon on. I'm gonna make that tomorrow. It was a bit busy today. I do apologize. I know there's probably some of you who are looking forward to that, but you know, I really got this video out. You know, we're planning a family. I wouldn't say a family reunion, but it's like a family get together for the 4th of July. So, been helping with that, and really quickly, let me show you. It is indeed maxed. But other than that, thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all on the next one.